Hi, my name is Catherine and I talk about reducing waste by making instead of buying. In today's video I'm going to show you how to make your own sauerkraut. But first, let me just tell you why I think that sauerkraut is such a good thing to have in your kitchen. So first of all, it's really easy to make, and although I do like to cook, sometimes I want to spend the least amount of time in the kitchen. Second of all, it's great to reduce waste, because let's imagine that you have a big cabbage that you don't know how to use or don't have time to use this week. You can just ferment it and it will keep for a long time. That's what I like about making sauerkraut. Not only it's something that I can quickly use for a recipe, but it's also very quick to make and I don't have to worry about how to use that huge cabbage. I don't want to think about it. And third, of course, all the probiotics from eating sauerkraut. As someone who struggles with constipation, this is really good for your tummy, and it's quick, very quick to make. I already said that, but I will say it again. So it's something that's good for your tummy and doesn't take you time nor money. Some stores sell sauerkraut, but it's a bit expensive. So we are going to make our own sauerkraut. Cheap. Let's go ahead with the recipe. You don't want to hear me talking about sauerkraut. Let's go. First, let me apologize in advance for the sound of my refrigerator. I cannot stop it. So what you'll need is cabbage. Don't worry about whether or not it's a lot of cabbage or less cabbage than what I have now, because it will be a formula. So I like these recipes and I like to make sauerkraut because I can make a little bit of sauerkraut. Okay, I can make a lot of sauerkraut, it doesn't matter. You'll need salt, a jar, a scale, this is very important, and a cutting board to cut the cabbage, and of course you'll need a mixing bowl that I totally forgot. I'll just grab it. Here's my bowl. First of all, you want to remove the core. This core you can use to make soup. I will freeze this and use for soup. So you are going to cut it in half. Remove the core. Okay, one important thing is to save a leaf of the cabbage. You'll use it first so the air doesn't reach your sauerkraut. So save that. And now you are going to finely slice your cabbage. It's important to slice it thin because it will be easier to ferment it that way. You need to use your scale to measure the amount of cabbage that you have. Since I don't have a lot of space, I'm going to measure first the amount of cabbage that I have, and then I will slice it, because otherwise it will be such a mess. I have 1 kilo 15 grams of cabbage, and I'll need the 2% of the salt. But let me first cut everything. I'm now going to measure the salt. So 1 kilo 20 grams. I'm using flavored salt. That's what I have, but basically use any salt that you have. Now you just mix the salt into the bowl and the real workout begins. because you need to massage Okay, probably I have too much. I'm going to put some of it in another bowl. Otherwise it will be very difficult for me to massage everything. Basically the goal is to massage the cabbage until it starts to create moisture. We are searching for a liquid that can be used as a brine to protect the sauerkraut. So let's start this. Starting to get a lot of water, but we'll need to keep going. Look at this water. Okay, now let's go ahead and put everything into this jar. The easiest way is to use a wooden spoon. Okay, so now is the time to use the cabbage leaf that you saved up, and you want it to cover and make sure there is no liquid. So basically you want it as a protection to your sauerkraut. This is what it looks like, and I actually have here candle holder that I bought in the flea market, and I'm going to use this as a weight. You can use a bag filled with water, or you can use something else. As long as it holds a little bit of weight, this should be enough to not let the cabbage go up, so everything is trapped here in the liquid. This is where the goodness happens. Your sauerkraut is done. Now you just have to be patient. So you are going to cover this with a lid, but don't close it so it can breathe in the air. And this is going to take about 3-5 days, depending on how warm your house is, and you're going to let this keep for a while. So I'll see you then. Through the magic of YouTube, you'll see the finished sauerkraut. So this is done. This has been on the fridge for about 12 hours. I forgot to film it, but this is really good and ready to go. When you put it in the fridge, the liquid will lower, but this is okay, and you can use this for about 6 months. And you can use this on salads, on sandwiches, and it's really good for you and your tummy. And if you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe. I'll see you next week. Bye!